My name is Swami Satyananda. Hari Om. I want to talk to you about this concept of kutir. All of you are, I think many of you are aware of the word ashram. It's a place where, acharyas and gurus, they have ashrams where it can be big also, big ashrams where people come. Maybe tens of people come, hundreds of people come. In some places now thousands of people come. And there is a set routine for that, and there is timing for everything, and that there are talks that are given, and people raise up questions, they are answered, and they do their own exercises of yoga, pranayama, whatever that they want to do. So, is a place where people come to live there inside that space, which is called an ashram. Generally, the outside rules which are there, that is not carried forward in this place. Now, there is another concept called kutir, which I think people have not understood. So, therefore, I'm spending some time with you on this. A kuti is not really an ashram, but it is also an ashram. Okay. In the old days, what used to happen was the rishi, who was a teacher, who was the acharya, he used to live in the forest, and the king would send his children, and the other rich people and those people who want them educated would send their children to this rishi, and the child will remain there with the rishi for some time, and then over a period of time they will learn, live in the place, live in the acharya's home. They will do all the help in all the household duties, and they will listen to his direction, and he will give them whatever that they need to know. But it's a relationship is more in the form of a homely home atmosphere rather than an ashram, as you would call it. Okay, so ashram is a, you can't say it's a homely atmosphere nowadays. It is maybe a spiritual atmosphere. We want a spiritual atmosphere and a homely atmosphere. So that is why it was a one-to-one communication that these rishis used to have, training up these people for their life. Okay, that was the normal way of educating in this country for millenniums together. So here we are calling this place Shivananda Sadhana Kutir. So this is a kutir in which the acharya is lives there. He lives in that place, and those who want to come, they come, and they can spend time with him. And in the normal course, uh, they will have discussions with him. He may call them to do some work. They'll have to participate in the activities of the kutir, taking responsibility for the place as their very own. Okay, so if you're waiting for somebody else to come and tell you, hey, clean this up, hey, do this, no, no, that is not kutir. You have to take ownership for the place. And also in this place, the biggest advantage to me is that the person who is coming for sadhana, who is a spiritual seeker, who is struggling, who has done various things to understand what life is about and has failed in that, or is struggling to understand what it is. So here the opportunity is there for such a person to come and have a one-to-one discussion, one-to-one talk with the acharya. Now, how important is this? Okay, so we call it satsanga. It's very important. The person who has reached a particular stage of progress in their life, when we go there, why do we go there? We go and touch their feet and we seek their blessings because their words have power. Okay, the same words sent by somebody else, the same words may be used, but the words don't have that power. The power comes from the person's own sadhana, own deep understanding, his method of living, and in which he is not asking for anything for himself or herself. It could be a lady also. So the power of the word comes from such a person. And therefore, when you are interacting with them, there is something which happens which normally does not happen. In the normal circumstances, it will not happen. It may sometimes speed up your learning and things like that. So, therefore, this Sivananda Sadhana Kutir is a place for, there is a maximum we can accommodate around maybe 6, 7, 8 people. There is no provision for more than that. Okay. So even if somebody wants to put 20 people, it can't do it because there is no place for that. The idea is that they come and if they're coming, it's a sadhana kuti. That means you're coming to get a breakthrough in your life. You're trying to do some practices and get some time and rest for yourself so you can take a serious inward journey. So that is what sadhana is about. So when you come for that and you can interact with the acharya and you can talk out your problems openly. I mean, not like a psychologist, because a psychologist is also a very flawed person, unlike an acharya who has done a lot of work, who lives in purity and stuff like that. So that gives a tremendous amount of kick to the seeker, right? That is what we are trying to do here. And for these people, the rules also are kept very relaxed. There are things to be done. There are things to be done every day. Guidance is given, but it's not like the world is going to fall down if you don't do your karma yoga at a particular time, or you don't do your asana at 9 o'clock in the morning, whatever it is. Okay. So a lot of adjustment is done for that, and it depends on the person, depends on the circumstances, and so on and so forth. So this is a very personalized one-to-one relationship, and that is why it's called a kuti. So people say that how is it that when we come here, Swamiji, how I got what I never got anywhere else before, because this is not available today. It's not available for people, and if it's available, maybe few it will be available, and very little time is available. So we want to change that and go back to the original traditional system where the acharya invests in the seeker, and the seeker invests in the guru, right? Or the teacher or acharya, whatever you want to call it, whatever name you want to call it. So this has got a different relationship, and this is what Sadhana Kuti is about. And you are welcome to come here if you're a serious seeker, if you are feeling blocked in any way, and all of us are. And if you are very painful and you're unable to get around it, and you are confused about life because of the circumstances that you have been put in, and you are not clear about your future, what you want to do. So all these kind of things, issues will naturally get taken up here, whether you like it or not. It's all a part of the growing up process. So this is done on a very personalized scale, and do make use of this facility. Swamiji has thought this over, I think, before asking me to pursue a small kuti rather than a large ashram, because I was given the option earlier of starting an ashram which is about 12 acres, and on his advice I rejected that offer and other offers that may have come with a purpose, because this kind of space is not easily available. So please make use of it. Hari Om. That's it.